Curious minds, buckle up because we're about to embark on an incredible journey through time, exploring the ideas that have completely reshaped the way we live, think, and dream. And these aren't just random thoughts or fleeting inspirations. These are the game changers, the sparks that ignited massive shifts in human history. From ancient breakthroughs to modern marvels, we're diving into the top 10 revolutionary ideas that have sculpted our world into what it is today. Stick with us until the very end to uncover the number one idea that changed everything. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's kick things off at number 10 with a concept that has saved countless lives and continues to protect us every single day: vaccination. Now, you might wonder why something like vaccination makes it onto a list of revolutionary ideas. Well, picture a world where deadly diseases like smallpox or polio ran rampant with no way to stop them. That was reality not so long ago. Life expectancy was shorter, and entire communities could be wiped out by a single outbreak. Then, in the late 18th century, a brave soul named Edward Jenner stepped up with a bold idea. He developed the first vaccine, using a safer version of a virus to train the body's defenses. Can you imagine the courage it took to test this for the first time? It was a massive leap of faith for humanity. From there, vaccines for diseases like measles, polio, and even modern threats like COVID-19 have transformed our world. But here's the catch: viruses are sneaky. They evolve, adapt, and challenge us to keep up. That's why scientists are always working on new vaccines. The lesson here is clear: prevention is powerful. Vaccination remains one of our strongest weapons against pandemics, now and in the future, ensuring we can live longer, healthier lives. Coming in at number 9 is an idea that quite literally fed the world: the Green Revolution. No, this isn't about turning planets eco-friendly, though that would be cool. We're talking about a revolution in farming that saved billions from starvation. Back in the mid-20th century, the global population was booming, and food supplies couldn't keep up. Hunger was a real, terrifying threat. Then along came Norman Borlaug, a name that deserves to be as famous as any great scientist. He wasn't building spaceships or cracking codes. He was working with wheat. Borlaug developed high-yielding, disease-resistant varieties of wheat that could grow in tough conditions. This wasn't just a small win, it was a global triumph. Farmers everywhere started producing more food than ever before, turning scarcity into surplus. Countries that once faced famine could now feed their people. The Green Revolution showed us that science and innovation can tackle even the biggest challenges. As we face new threats like climate change, the lessons from this revolution are more important than ever. It's a reminder that human ingenuity can nourish the world if we put our minds to it. At number 8, we shift gears to something that isn't about science or technology, but about the heart of what makes us human: the human rights movement. The human rights movement. This idea isn't tied to a single invention or discovery. It's about fairness, equality, and recognizing the worth of every person on this planet. Think about the suffragettes who fought tirelessly so women could vote, or leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi, who stood up against deep-rooted oppression. These weren't just people with ideas, they were warriors for justice. They faced danger, hatred, and unimaginable obstacles, yet they refused to back down. Their courage sparked movements that changed laws, shifted mindsets, and inspired millions to demand a better, fairer world. The fight for human rights isn't over. It's an ongoing battle, but it teaches us that standing up for equality and dignity can create lasting peace and progress. It's a powerful reminder that every voice matters, and together, we can build a world where everyone is valued. Now, let's blast off to number 7 with a topic that has fascinated humanity since we first gazed at the night sky: space exploration. From the moment the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, into orbit, to the unforgettable Apollo missions that put humans on the moon, space exploration has been the ultimate adventure. It's not just about reaching for the stars. It's a test of our technology, our bravery, and our endless curiosity. The space race between nations wasn't just a competition. It was a forge for innovation. Think about the satellites that connect us across the globe, the materials that make our gadgets lighter and stronger, or even the computers we use every day. All of these owe a huge thanks to space exploration. Every mission, every discovery pushes us to dream bigger and reach further. Space exploration continues to inspire us, reminding us that there are no limits to what we can achieve when we dare to look beyond our own world. At number 6, we're diving into a weird and wonderful world that might sound like science fiction, but is very much real: quantum mechanics. This isn't the kind of physics you learned in school. We're talking about the rules that govern the tiniest building blocks of the universe, where things get downright strange. Particles can be in multiple places at once, and just looking at something can change how it behaves. Mind-blowing, right? In the early 20th century, brilliant minds like Max Planck and Albert Einstein started uncovering these bizarre truths about reality. Quantum mechanics didn't just give us new ideas, it gave us new tools. Think about the transistors in your smartphone, the lasers at the grocery store checkout, or the medical scanners that peek inside our bodies without a single cut. None of these would exist without quantum mechanics, and guess what? We're just scratching the surface. Quantum computing, still in its early days, could one day make our fastest computers look like toys. This idea shows us that understanding the deepest secrets of the universe can unlock technologies that shape our future in ways we can't even imagine yet. Halfway through our list at number 5 is something so woven into our lives that we barely notice how incredible it is: the internet. Remember the days of dial-up connections, when getting online meant tying up the phone line and waiting forever for a page to load? Those were tough times. Today we carry more power in our pockets than giant computers had just a few decades ago, and it's all thanks to the internet. What started as a small military project called ARPANET has exploded into a global network connecting billions of people, ideas, and information. It's not just about funny videos or social media, though those are great. The internet is about learning, sharing, and working together on a scale we've never seen before. It breaks down walls, connects distant places, and lets ideas spread instantly. From education to business to staying in touch with loved ones, the internet has changed everything. And it's still growing, shaping new fields like artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. The internet is the heartbeat of our connected world, and its influence will only keep expanding. For number 4, let's travel back in time to a period that laid the foundation for the modern world: the Industrial Revolution. Imagine a time before factories, before machines, when everything was made by hand. That was life before the late 18th century. Then, in Britain, innovators like James Watt and Richard Arkwright changed the game. Watt improved the steam engine, powering machines like never before, while Arkwright's water frame made spinning cotton faster and cheaper. Suddenly, goods that took days to make could be produced in hours. Factories popped up, cities grew as people flocked to new jobs, and the world shifted into a new era. This wasn't just about machines. It was about rethinking how we work, live, and build. The Industrial Revolution turned small-scale crafting into mass production, making things affordable and accessible. Its impact is still felt today in how we manufacture goods and structure economies. As we look to the future with automation and sustainability, the lessons of this revolution continue to guide us. Coming in at number 3 is an idea that reshaped how we understand life itself: the theory of evolution. Before Charles Darwin, most people believed that all living things were created as they are and never changed. Then, in the year 1859, Darwin published On the Origin of Species, flipping that idea on its head. He proposed that species evolve over time through a process called natural selection. Here's how it works. Within any group of creatures, there are tiny differences. Some might be a bit faster, better at hiding, or more attractive to mates. Those with helpful traits are more likely to survive and pass those traits to their kids. Over many, many generations, these small changes add up, creating entirely new species. It's a simple yet profound idea that explains the incredible diversity of life on Earth. Evolution isn't just a theory, it's the foundation of modern biology, helping us advance in genetics, conservation, and biotechnology. It continues to guide us as we tackle complex challenges in the natural world. At number 2, we have something that isn't a single discovery, but a way of thinking that powers all discoveries: the scientific method. Now, I know this might sound a bit dry, but stick with me. It's anything but boring. Think of the scientific method as a toolkit for solving mysteries. It's about asking questions, making guesses, testing those guesses with experiments, looking at the results, and being open to changing your mind if the facts don't match your ideas. It's not about being right all the time. It's about getting closer to the truth step by step. This approach has driven every major breakthrough we've ever made, from curing diseases to exploring space to understanding the building blocks of matter. The scientific method is why we can trust the knowledge we build and why we keep improving. It's the engine of progress, essential for everything from medical advances to solving global problems. Without this way of thinking, we'd still be guessing in the dark. And now, drum roll please for the number 1 revolutionary idea that shaped our world: the printing press. Picture a time when books were so rare and expensive that only the richest or most powerful people could own them. They were copied by hand, a slow and painstaking process, often done by monks in quiet monasteries. Knowledge was locked away from most of humanity. Then, in the 15th century, Johannes Gutenberg changed everything with his invention of the printing press. For the first time, books could be made quickly and in large numbers, making them cheaper and accessible to everyday people. This wasn't just a new gadget. It was a revolution in thought. Ideas spread like never before, fueling movements like the Renaissance, the Reformation, and the Enlightenment. The printing press gave rise to newspapers, pamphlets, and journals, creating a space where people could debate, learn, and challenge old beliefs. It democratized knowledge, letting anyone with a thirst for learning join the conversation. Its legacy lives on in how we share information today, from books to the digital age. The printing press truly set the stage for our modern world. These 10 revolutionary ideas aren't just history lessons. They're the building blocks of our present and the guideposts for our future. They show us the amazing power of human creativity, curiosity, and determination. So, what's next? What will be the idea that transforms our world in ways we can't yet imagine? Could it be finding life on another planet, mastering fusion energy to power our lives? Or something so wild we can't even dream it up yet? Only time will tell. These ideas remind us that change is always possible, and the next big breakthrough could be just around the corner. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through human innovation. If you love this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below and let us know. What do you think will be the next revolutionary idea to shape our world? Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.